Okay. All right, all right, all right. Okay. I understand now. But oh boy, are we going to have a lot of things to do over the week. Okay. Give me a second. Right. Testing the microphone. Testing the microphone. Okay, good. At least that's working. All right. Okay. I understand. Right. Mm-hmm. I'm live now. Oh boy. Okay, give me a second. Got my And of course, I DC'd my phone link, so I can't copy my various different live streams. Okay, never mind. It does seem like I'm not going to be able to dual stream today. Very good. Thank you, Twitch, for. Thank you, YouTube, for. Well, that's a good news, bad news thing, I do believe. So there's that. Let's save. Okay. All right, let me just see if my camera is actually working, first of all. Well, first of all, let's actually get little Manta Dude working. No, that's the wrong thing. Let's get little Mr. Manta Dude working. Testing. Okay, little Manta Dude should be working. There he is. Okay, and of course the music. Let's see. There we go. Check if the music's working. Check if the music's working. Okay, very good. Get the camera working at first, at the very least. We're not going to have a lot of viewers today, but that's probably a interesting thing we'll need to figure out. Hello, folks, it's me. I'm back. We're live, and everything's coming up Millhouse today. I guess it's a good and a bad thing in the case of this, because good news, YouTube dual streaming now has a way of us to actually embed vertical streaming, which is cool. And the bad news is it broke everything on the restream end, which is very bad. So what we're going to need to do now is we're going to actually spend some time. I didn't realize that this was happening, or they rolled this out over the weekend that I'm sick, of course. And we're going to actually have to try to fix this within the next few days. So this stream will be kind of a fixer-upper stream, but I won't be able to do it while OBS is running. So we'll need to test things out here and there. Sometime during today, maybe sometime during the afternoons for me and stuff. So we need to do a kind of test stream to see if we can get the vertical stream working or not on the tubes. But what that means is that we need to actually redo everything. I need to redo all the scenes, which means I've got something to do at the very least. I can't be lazy on this one. But it does involve me uninstalling the Restream vertical plugins and installing other vertical plugins that we previously had for OBS. But it's a good news, bad news thing, because the bad news is I don't have to. The bad news is I have a ton of work to do. Good news is that you guys will be able to enjoy vertical or horizontal streams without having to worry anymore about whether if it's going to impact the whole thing. And it also is going to be a bit of a burden on my end, I think, for the signal. It could very well be a bit of a signal burden on my end. So stream might be even more laggy than usual. I don't know if that's going to be the case. With that being said, though, hello, welcome to the stream. Nobody's going to be watching because this is not going to be recommended to the vertical feed unless I do a manual vertical. I do a not a manual, a what's it called? A automatic vertical stream, which isn't very useful. Oh well, but anyways, I want to get started rogue tradering. Let me also just see if I could actually say this and say thanks for stopping by, exclamation point. Mind leaving a like, question mark. Liked, exclamation point. And staying to chat. Right. I could very well try to get the vertical stream to work on this stream. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, like, there's nothing. I mean, the viewership's gonna go down significantly without that. So, we could try the automatic stuff first, and then we'll figure out the non-automatic stuff later. Okay. But we'll see. We'll do that after. Okay. But anyways, let me also check out the things on the Twitch end. Okay. But let me just also see if I could see what is it, redeems. And see if it actually does anything if I do that. There we go. Okay, at least that's working correctly. Okay, kind of working correctly. Right, Streamlabs bot is recognizing the bot over on here. What about that Streamlabs bot? Wait, never mind. Okay. And if I do this and a channel redeems, and I should be able to pin this. No problem. Manual infinity on the stream. Okay, that seems good. All right. And that should work out fine. That's real weird. And what else? Okay. Let's just see if at least this is working. The face cam is. What about my... Yep. Thank you, members. Apilux, Manta, Burton, Talenton, Lord Yelnak, Techno, Ozor. Oh wow. Thank you for being members at the time of streaming, getting to watch vids early, cool badges and emojis for whenever you comment, etc. But with that being said, it's probably now time for me to try to get things working on the game. Let me try to boot up and see if we could at least boot up Warhammer Rogue Trader correctly. Okay. What about the redeems? Okay. At least that's working. What about the jewel stuff? Okay.
Gold coin.
Okay. Right. Okay. And with this, let's see if the... Okay, that's working at the very least. But my face is off camera. Wonderful. Okay. Wow. This is absolutely wonderful. Quote unquote. What else is going to break today, I wonder? Okay. Let's get started with the game, shall we? Where were we? We're about to land on Dargonis, aren't we? Okay. Is there at everything? I also probably need to GX control things. Limit some RAMs and networks so that my PC doesn't melt. Don't melt, please. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't melt everything. And okay. Yeah, hopefully this doesn't melt everything. Yeah, okay. No, wait, that's not what I wanted to do with this at all. Let me close up the YouTube live stream thing. Keep the Twitch, and is my instant stuff working? Hopefully. Maybe. Okay. I definitely should put the my instant stuff as a separate window or an app, I think. Well, we'll see if that's going to be a thing. Right, let's head to Dargonis. Finally heading to Dargonis. At long last. We could head briefly to the Administratum. Bring Jay along. Yeah. Cogitator, I hardly know her.
Hello. Hope you are feeling better.
Hiya, Gavin. Okay. So if you didn't know, I have constant struggles with pressure sores. So there's that. I'm not sure I'm oversharing, but the whole thing is that I had a relatively adventurous thing. I'll say adventurous thing happen regarding. Well, it is a stomach bug, and the stomach bug was so bad that it ripped and teared. And I have an old pressure sore that never really fully healed. Where in like right at my back end, so very close to my rear end. And whenever I have a particularly adventurous time with a stomach bug, it was so bad that it caused a. You could imagine how bad it is that it caused a tear right where my old wound is.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
But yeah, pressure sore stuff is never fun. So right now I'm on my side until my pressure sore is better. And the other thing that's actually causing me grief right now is that YouTube updated their whole. Well, it's a good news and bad news thing. YouTube updated their whole way of processing vertical feed stuff. So they have a new way of actually encoding vertical stream setups onto a onto their website, so that now the chat is shared. So the good news is the whole thing with the points redeems on the various different channels don't work. That didn't work before, now works, kind of. So that's pretty good. The bad news is that it broke Restream. Restream just rolled back on their. They used to have a service that lets you dual stream on YouTube for free, and now they rolled that back. They consider dual streaming on YouTube as a separate. They didn't used to, but now they view YouTube dual streaming as a separate stream in and of itself. So long story short, I needed to uninstall everything. The docs relating to Restream vertical streaming, and reinstall various different plugins for vertical streaming manually, which means that I'll be. The bad news is I need to reset everything and set up everything again to make sure that it supports vertical streaming on YouTube. and I need to do all the formatting, all the various different everything manually to get the vertical streaming working on YouTube again. But at the very least, the whole problem with the points sharing is not going to happen anymore. Or various. So they fixed one thing and broke another. And of course, it had to be the weekend that I got sick, and I should have if I was a little bit more diligent, I would have been able, or if I decided to stream on the day with a stomach bug, I would have known this. I would have been able to spend the couple of weekdays that I decided to take the day off to do something, but of course I didn't figure that out. There's more goods here and there.
Not to overshare myself, but I have struggled with wound healing for most of my life. I have scar tissue on about 15% of my body. So I feel you.
Yeah. The thing is, I'm a big boy. I weigh more like 220 pounds on a like I used to weigh 270 pounds, but now I weigh around 230 pounds, 220, 230 pounds. So I lost quite a fair bit of weight already, but I'm struggling to keep that weight off, struggling to lose more weight. And of course, there's a lot of foldy, that happens, but there's a lot of flappy, foldy parts of my body that causes pressure sores. That never really truly heals. I had to use, if you could imagine, not only am I having to use a lie on my side, I have to use various bits of taping to actually keep my to actually get my various different bits to dry. So it is kind of bad. What about you, Master of Seals? What do you have to say? By passing the queue under the pretext of just wanted to ask? Are you hype on everyone is just to ask? Yeah. Hooray, bureaucracy. Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut. Yeah, but the thing is, we've been through this previously already. We need to obtain the Mercantagulum Officiae. But there's nothing over here. There's no way of getting around the formalities. Okay. On behalf. And if I refuse? Okay. No, I'll complete the application myself. Thank you very much. Die forlorn. Okay. One more hour.
Heya.
Hello, Alv694. Heyo. We have a miracle. We have a new chatter joining us on a horizontal stream when the YouTube vertical stream is broken. Hello, Alv. Are you a new or an old chatter? I haven't seen you before. If I have seen you before, let me know. I don't know if my
LMAO new chatter.
yeah. My how did you find the channel? How did you figure out that what caught you? But yes, I'm role playing as the Kefka Palazzo. We need to
The
find...
algorithm led me to you.
Hooray! Did my clickbait work? Did my thumbnail of Kefka and Warhammer work? And how did you... and which...
Blessed be the algorithm.
Blessed be the algorithm of... Yeah. And if you're new to the channel,
They will see.
which part of the algorithm? Is it the Final Fantasy? Is it Warhammer? Or is it disability? Which one? So I'll know how to address you, because I'm a... If you didn't know... Okay, let me see if I could actually get my camera, my face cam briefly, and see if the song is working. If you didn't know, I'm paralyzed from the chest down with significant motor function loss in both my hands, and I usually stream Street Fighter or other things that...
40k and a cute shark PNG.
Oh my goodness! Thank you, thank you. I do the Warhammer 40k is kind of nice. I have a whale shark in a wheelchair, the dude, as my mascot, and of course I have this little guy here, which is my servitized manta. I have a mod named the Random Manta, and he usually shows up here and there, and that's his. That's how I use my PNG tuber at the moment. So whenever chats, the little PNG tuber dude does his little thing. But yeah, I'm paralyzed from the chest down, significant motor loss, function loss in both of my hands, and I'm a little bit ill lately. have a what's the Futurama quote? I be exhibiting symptoms of illness. No, but I have I'm not very well recently, so I haven't been able to sit up. So whenever I'm ill or whenever it's rest day, I play Warhammer. And I've been playing Rogue Trader for a little bit. Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. And I've been having fun role-playing as Kefka Palazzo. And I'm kind of somewhat
Well,
new.
this game is friendly to folks with mobility issues.
Yes, it is. But most of the time I'm trying to get my body function back. So this is kind of the hard part of my training arc, fighting against my body's natural tendencies to fail me.
What lies beyond?
Yep, okay. Let's head back to Mundus Valancius. I get to exercise my brain or whatever remains of it. And also, I get to interact with cool people like you. So thanks for being here. And also, Alv, there's a bunch of redeemable stuff in my channel if you keep watching. If you subscribe to the channel, I think
I
you
see
get...
you got the DLC companion. I found you because I'm trying to get into blind fighting games, so I was looking at the disability tag for Street Fighter 6.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure if I mentioned already. I had a friend who was partial sighted back in college. But yeah, I got the DLC. I had the game... there's a couple of things that happened, right? I was playing I restarted the game for the new DLC companion. And I am a little bit upset because, you know what? I'm just going to show you my build. Because I had the build for 1.5. And 1.6 kind of broke it. I wanted to do a there's a couple of things that got me upset. The not only did 1.5 broke it, the build for me is this very cool, unique build for because Kefka is very well known for his tendencies for heresy and using poisons and not being in the battle himself. So I went with the archetype of operative executioner. Oh my goodness. Thanks for the redeems. I don't know who redeemed that, but yeah, Gavanik redeemed the Kefka laugh, I guess. Yeah. Thanks. On the Twitch and there's redeemables as well. But yeah, I went with the operative executioner build. and basically he's dual wielding pistols.
That story for most meta builds.
Yeah.
The patch always surfs the meta to have people experiment other builds.
Yeah. But I have dual wielding pistols, which has him use Ripper Auto pistols, right? I wanted to use dual Ripper Auto pistols, but and basically I'm choosing pistols with as many rates of fire as possible. And let's look at my is it character? Yeah. Archetype. So I decided to do a version of this where I proc where it hurts and use...
Can you use dual wielding Eldar SMGS?
There's an up and down side to that, I think. I considered using dual wielding Eldar Shuriken pistols or and stuff, but I think it stops me from picking certain other perks. I'm not sure which other perks it stops me from but there are some perks that I don't know if it's going to work out well or not. But but yeah, we're doing dual wielding pistols with Carnival, with either Carnival of Misery. But basically, it's just me using what is it? Biomancer, Psyker, poison procs on both pistols. Yep. So whenever I attack, it procs the Psyker attacks, including attacking psychic powers. It now poisons enemies. So it does 12 toxic damage per turn. But we have dual weapon combat of attacking with both guns, going pew pew, and make it so that whenever we attack using those guns, it procs... where is the perk? Where's the perk that I picked? Which active ability is it? I'm not sure if it's where it hurts or... but it is a proc where... where is it? Let's go to the Executioner archetype. There we go, Force Repentance. So whenever the Executioner inflicts damage over time effects on a target already suffering from an effect of the same type, the target must make the relevant resistance test required to remove the effect with penalty. Okay, and if failed, a target immediately suffers an additional instance of damage from the initial effect. So basically, I hit him with a pew pew with lots and lots of rates of fire, and every time we just go Medicaid test, Medicaid test, Medicaid test, Medicaid test, and there will be inflicted damage over time effects of this type on the target inflicts more damage. So we do 8 instances of the poison stack that's already on him. So we just go brap and then delete their life with that. So that was a really this is a really fun build in that case, because we don't need the very high damaging weapons at all. We just need something with a lot of... yeah, I think I want an effect with a lot of overpen. There it is. Because shurikens don't have a lot of overpenetration.
Do you have an officer in your party for additional turns?
Yes, we have plenty of... we do have an officer. But we have kind of like a upside downside thing. Since I downloaded the DLC, I wanted to bring along Aogun a lot, and he's kind of broken, even though the newest patch nerfed him a little bit, but he's kind of broken. I'm using the officer like overseer build, which is his most common use, but it is a real struggle to put him on the team. I want him on the team because I wanted to hear his dialogue. I love his character to bits, but having him on the team, he has the exact, because of my build. My build is an intelligence-based Lord Xenos and Medicae build, which is kind of cool. But with that, he does have it's high Xenos Medicae build with intelligence as a stat, but because of my build, his intelligence isn't that high. But of course, our DLC character has Medicae, tech use, logic, Lord Xenos, everything's working better for him. So basically, if I wanted to have Aogun in my party, he's someone who's going to be simply better.
I see you are going for the heretic route. I wonder how Argenta is coping with it, lol.
Yeah, she's not doing very well with all the heresy. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to try the heretic route as well. But I think Aogun suits well with both the heretic and iconoclast options. But yeah, I have no idea who's going to be in my party by the end. So no spoilers. I played this game through all the way to almost the end, halfway through Act 2, when I had to restart because the build, the patch broke my original playthrough a little. So there's that. And yeah, I'm torn because I love Aogun to bits. He's such a great character. But he does kind of fall flat in terms of where he is in my party. And he's just so good. So we'll see. We'll figure out who's going to be in my party by the end of the heresy route. But this is just early days yet. And okay, so if you're wondering where I am in the story, I'll quick save here. So currently where I am, you would probably be able to tell by the map, is that, yeah, we just got to Dargonis, and I decided to jump to Dargonis. I decided to jump from Furibundus all the way directly to to Dargonis. We just went around here, bop, 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 all the way to Techie Epsilon, and went around to Dargonis before, next up, we're going to head to Mundus Nilius to do the DLC 2 quests. And then maybe up to Odanius, more, all these areas later, so that we have the colonies set up, because it's probably a good idea to get all the colonies set up first before exploring the rest of the galaxy. Yep. And if you didn't know, with how I play these games, I do min-max everything. But yeah, Alv, if you type !redeems, it leads to a small chat on how you could use these redeems. You have something called LP. You could check, if you're watching on YouTube, that's how you get channel points. And wait, did that work? And if you subscribe to the channel, you'll get... Okay, it didn't work. Come on, work.
At im_biggie, you have 16,014 LP.
Okay, at least it's working on this end. Yeah. And you could, if you subscribe, if you watch, depending on watch time and interaction, you could redeem those for various different things. And there's a couple of really cool redeems as well. All right, time to head to the Von Villach's space. And we're not bringing Jay. Yep, I'll probably... The only character right now where we have is Argenta, right? But there's
At
so
ALV694, bonk costs 10 LP. You only have 2.
oh, okay, yeah. It takes a little while to
F.
yep, F. Yeah, but there are a bunch of things you could redeem. I think subscribing to the channel gives you a bunch of LP. Becoming a member gives you a bunch of LP as well. But of course, there's no need to do that. Watching it eventually will give you enough LP to redeem those things. But yes, thanks for stopping by on the channel anyways. Ooh. We didn't see this cutscene the first time around we played this. Huh. The DLC introduced a couple of new cutscenes, right? Oh, whispers. Long live the rogue trader. Glory to the rogue trader. I can't remember if there's going to be a battle here as well. If there's going to be battles in the capital, I think that's a little rough. Well, to be fair, everybody's wearing purple. I love that fact. Right. And, okay. I'll let you know.
Isn't Jay and Yearly at the other potential 2 characters that can dual wield?
Yes, but Earlet's just better as a sniper. Jay is a wonderful, what's it called? Skill monkey. Certainly. She's very good, and she could dual wield pistols as well. But Jay is more which works well, but I mean we already have 2 officer archetypes in our retinue. So that's the downside. But we actually have to see who's going to be in our party by the end if we're going to the heresy route. I mean, I have no idea. Welcome home, your lordship. But okay, what was I thinking earlier? I was going to... Was I going to show you the... Yeah. Just briefly. Members get really cool perks, like getting turned into a Pokemon, amongst other things. But like I said, it's not. I just want to thank Apilox and Manta and Burton and Talenton. These guys are crit members. Lord Yernak, Techno, and Ozor. No, Lord Yernak and Techno are subscribers on Twitch, and Ozor is another, not a member, but he's been giving me a lot of stickers on YouTube, so he's a contributor as well. So there's that. But yeah, Kefka redeems are a little bit on the expensive side as well. Welcome home, your lordship. Hi, Clementia. Clementia? Granddaughter. Achilles Scalander, Secretary at the Administrative Department. I hope your journey to Dagonis was not darkened by unwanted troubles. It was terrible. It was terrible. I did not realize my demented security was so illusory. Saddens me to hear this, rogue trader. Does your lordship wish to survey the grounds? Or perhaps we could... Oh wait, that's the wrong Westarian. Yeah. Perhaps you could state your curiosity by answering questions. What was your last name, Clementia? Easy, Abelard. I was simply asking. Why isn't the governor here with you to greet me? Apologies, your lordship. Governor Drivestem's residence is on the other side of the world. My goodness. I'd like to rest before the meeting. Where are my chambers? Okay, you are dismissed. Spiders in a jar. Okay.
So in your previous run, were you iconoclast or dogmatic?
I was going for iconoclast, and I was playing as strong bad iconoclast. So that was fun. I even have a portrait of him back there, portrait of him somewhere. Okay, give me a second. I'll let. Okay, so let me show you the timeline of what happened. Yep. I'm not sure how you feel about AI, but if you're on YouTube, AI is inevitable. But I'll let you know that okay. There's a bunch of things happened. So first off, I was role-playing as Strong Bad, as you can see here. Strong Bad, the rogue trader extraordinaire, right? And then after I role-played as Strong Bad, the DLC hit. So I said, okay, let's do a poll on which characters the people wanted to see as the rogue trader the most. And then I got Terra from Final Fantasy VI. So I was going to do another Iconoclast run as Terra from Final Fantasy VI. However, a member called Talenton hijacked the chat and said, Terra, no, Kefka must live. And he donated a bunch of subs, so no, memberships, so that he forced me to change and do a heretical run as Kefka Palazzo from Final Fantasy VI. So I don't know how many of these characters you know. Yep. But if you can't already tell that I am kind of a boomer gamer. Ah, okay. You don't know. But if that means that you are out of the age range. I am an old millennial. Strong Bad was primordial internet memes, flash animations. It is yeah, it is a place where the younger me where my attention resides, and basically how much that is my brain rot, or my flavor of brain rot, back before it was a brain rot. Jay, such illustrious society, such well-heeled nobles. Indeed, it would be worth... Okay, I forgot to pause it. Indeed, it would be worth visiting Dargonas, even without getting to know you, Shireen. This would offer... this world offers huge scope for doing business. Of course, she's pretty interested about business.
How intriguing.
What about you, Nunchus? Can I not talk to you? Oh, Aegon. Oh, how long has it been since I've engaged in a spontaneous symposium of this nature? The intellectual sustenance you offer, colleagues, is most immense worth. Okay, that's he's cool. Toss a coin to the Witcher. Let's see who else is around. Wait. Oh, okay. It's a glitchy thing. Because Idira and aren't actually over here. They're inside of the halls, I believe. Violette? The walls of your home suffocate me, Elentok. I want to leave the world at the quickest opportunity. A living fruit bearing tree in the heart of the hive world is a fantastical sight. Well, silly elf getting suffocated. I want to be an aristocrat. Okay, It's a boon to stand in your presence, great beacon. What about Kibela? Oh, geez. Make your people leave dumb Kefka Palazzo, the idol of the question, getting the way of my watch. Okay. Scrap some goods. Oh, there's more goods that I didn't loot over here. Wait, why is it listed as goods? Oh, over here. There it is. I didn't see that earlier. Right. Go ahead and tech use this.
Trivial, as I prognosticated.
Oh, we have is it
Well,
Pascal?
I am a millennial as well, but I don't know a lot of internet lore, lol.
Yep. You could be a young millennial. Certainly you can. Wait, what happened to Pascal? Hmm. I thought Pascal was here. Hmm. Argenta. Is he stuck behind the statue? Hmm. So weird.
Also strong bad VID is 17 years ago, damn I was busy playing flash games at the time.
Yep. Yeah, we're all. Yeah, but Strong Bad is such an icon though of the Flash animation at the time. But everybody was at least playing Newgrounds and stuff. Oh wait, that's the wrong direction, isn't it? Is it the wrong direction? Yeah, it is. Okay. I do believe it's here. Where the palace is. Let's go check the DLC. I think there's more DLC content in the palace. Okay. Open the door, get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Oh, and by the way, that was whatchamacallit, wasn't it? That was certainly a you gotta be kind of a millennial to know that.
Thanks for showing this internet treasure.
Oh, yeah. Strombad really is a bit of a treasure. He is a treasure. Yep. Homestarrunner.net is .com. Okay. What curiosities do you sell? Okay. There's buy all available. And these will be available to us once we have enough profit factor. Certainly. Pascal's over here for some odd reason. Grabbing goods. Wait, is Argenta out here by herself? That's really weird. Everything is broken.
BTW, what 40k faction is your favorite?
Favorite faction, huh? It depends on which. Okay. Right. So, I forgot to do this. So, wait, did my little social link thing pop up for you to click yet? Yeah, it has. Hasn't it? Yeah. So if you follow the link tree to my socials, you could join my Discord if you want to, but it's all optional. But there's a bunch of things because if you are primarily a Twitch viewer, immediately you have channel point stuff to do with this. Like for example, I have this one of Warhammer 40k. My okay, so currently I have a bunch of different. I'm still kind of new to Warhammer 40k lore, but I have my favorite part of the Imperium. I do love the Adeptus Mechanicus. I do my exposure to the Grey Knights from playing Chaos Gate Demon Hunters was made them relatively cool in my book as well. I love the Death Watch. My the if it's a Chaos Marine thing, I vibe with the Emperor's Children the most, I think. And I have an alt channel called Emperor's Stepchildren for my AI related stuff. Like for example, there's this redeem. Which is available with Channel Points Redeem as well. And we also have this redeem. What's another redeem that we have? Yep. And yeah, that was Necrons singing We Will Survive. As well as what's the last thing I have on redeems here?
You sure this is not Noise Marine singing that LOL?
Yes, it's just a bunch of noise. Of course, it's yeah. There's a bunch of Noise Marine stuff as well. But what is this? I think it's. I can't remember if it's what's on the song list. But this is the secret redeem list. Yep. Type redeem sold by boom, survive, or wonder. I think redeem wonder. Yeah.
At im_biggie, you successfully redeemed wonderful YAI for 69 LP.
You me's go boom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world!
Ah, wonderful. That's not abominable intelligence at the very least. Yep. There's a bunch of those redeems. I think that's Heinrich's. Okay, where am I? Over here. We open the door. But I need to add... Oh yeah, I'll need to put up a note. I need to add my dinosaurs redeem as well. Man. Because I have a new redeem, which is when the Exodites were announced, I had a song made, which is just open the door, get on the floor, everybody tame the dinosaurs as well. Open the door.
You know, in Ad Mechanicus 2, you get to play as Necrons too, and they are constantly trying not to sing "We Will Survive" every 10 seconds when confronted with bad news, which is every 10 seconds LOL.
Yeah. I believe that the game was fun, but I think it was poorly received in terms of it might melt my PC. I have a very, very lackluster PC. Breeze Catcher Boots. Their moves through a cell occupied by an enemy. They wire against 15% dodge against that enemy's attacks until the end of turn. Breeze Catcher, we hardly know her. More goods. This is... The Cogitator is producing rhythmic sounds, amongst which is a faint ringing stands out. And what's this? Use it. I entered the identifier Laria. I think this is the DLC 3. The Cogitator falls deep in its cooling systems, buzzing tensely. After a few minutes of keeping you awaiting, the vid screen blinks and it vividly presents you with a list of several journal entries that have not been accessed in centuries. Open entry titled New Horizons. Okay, sorry. The hearing New Horizons just triggered a bit
also,
of it.
The OST was lacking compared to OG, as the composer really does not know how to depicted Necrons.
How do you friggin' catch up to the original of Adeptus Mechanicus? There's no way. There's no way to match the vibes of the original songs from Adeptus Mechanicus 1, right? The 3-star systems in the Scenarius Maleficum that have come into my possession in my journeys shall henceforth be known as the Terror of Solar, Ignis Corona, and Fortis Porta. These are the new horizons that have never been known for humanity. Humanity's rule and whose rogue Xenos overlords oblige me greatly by having already eliminated each other. The artifacts they left behind, a legacy of sorts, are priceless. A blade I took from the desiccated Eldari corpse on one of the Fortis Protocol worlds carries immense power within it, and is but one among us. a wealth of relics. Okay. Attached to the entry astrophagic coordinates with a dual trill, the machine spirits transfer them to your data slate. Okay. So there's a new location that we could actually check out, right? 32nd Merov. Porter is getting sloppy. He uses Calix's connections to give the utter dregs, whom he tried to pass off as elite troops, but I can only thank him for his lack of judgment. Those with nothing to lose make the most loyal servants.
BTW, what's your take on the Tau?
My take on the Tau is, I like them. I certainly do. I mean, I'm a Gundam fan before I'm a Warhammer fan, so certainly.
Also, have you seen the new Among Us show?
I don't have access to Amazon Prime, but I have seen the preview. The new Among Us show, if it hit a couple of years earlier, would have been memed to I think. But to be fair, it would have been wonderfully. It's surprisingly competent, I'll say that, and it would have been a wonderful addition to the lore if it was just about 4 or 5 years earlier. At its peak, but I would rather have it drag for 4 or maybe 5 years, and have it be this competent than it being a cash grab. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good though. Now I saw the as much of the intro or the first episode, and I saw the somewhat synopsis of people reviewing it, saying that it got more and more serious as it went on, but that's probably a given because
that's my sentiments exactly.
Yeah,
it came out way late, lol.
Yeah, but I'd rather have it come out late than not at all, and come out as a decent late show rather than an early crappy show. Yep. Open entry titled The Crimson Dance of Cain. Oh, which Cain of this? The power combined within this blade is the almost mysterious one. Even exalted 117's keen mind has failed to comprehend it fully. The Darzinos captured on my orders have been able to tell me anything illuminating, save for the weapon's name, the Crimson Dance of Cain. I want to be the Crimson Dance of Cain. Wait, that's a king and queen of cheese. Wait. I know Cain to be an all-obliterating abomination of war in itself. No, isn't that corn? Cain? Is it Cain or corn? Yep. Request archives. Okay. Cogitator off. Let's walk around. More goods. Aha, a bit of Xeno artifacts right here. Antique piece of furniture is obviously well cared for. Surface is still covered with a lot of scuffs. So it's well used. I'll say that. Okay. Why is my own safe locked against mine? Melta as a multi-melta. Okay. I guess. Is this a cutscene thing? Yeah, it is. But yeah, so feel free to, like I said, feel free to subscribe. My tongue. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my content. I have a VOD of this thing, or this playthrough, as well. And also we have the Discord where we discuss various different things. It's a very small Discord, but that'll help you get an update on when I'm live as well. And chat amongst like-minded individuals.
Howdy howdy, sorry I'm late.
No worries.
Khain is the Eldar god of war, while Khurn is the chaos god of blood. In times of crisis the Eldar are known to summon avatars of Khain.
Okay. I see. Okay. But yeah, thanks for being here, Mana. I guess you're out of town if you're on YouTube. But here it is. That's what my little avatar dude is representing. So kind of a good news, bad news thing, Mana, is that good news, the YouTube fixed their shtick with which stick did I fix?
I'm still watching my dad's house.
I see. Yeah. They fixed the dual streaming, so we could actually live stream from we could dual stream and the chat won't just won't separate itself anymore. So you will get the chat's integrated, so it's one chat now. So you won't be having trouble gaining channel points and having to worry about
Al.
redeems anymore. The bad news is it broke Restream dual streaming. So currently, what I need to do today while I'm off camera is to delete everything from all the plugins regarding Restream dual streaming, and find myself a different plugin with dual streaming and
Hi random
set up.
Manta.
Yeah.
Dang it YouTube.
Yep. Okay, so it's one problem fixed, creating a few more problems. The thing is, what happened is back in a couple, like before my break, my hiatus, right? It worked where it's a couple of various different things, not working. And when trying to fix it, they responded to it. So YouTube enabled dual streaming on my channel, or on in my region now, with encoders, and that means that for Restream, their response was to disable dual streaming on their end. So I booted up dual streaming this morning, and it said no, you can't dual stream onto YouTube anymore. It counts as an extra stream channel. So what I need to do is delete everything and dual stream manually onto YouTube using their vertical key instead. And with the vertical key stuff set up, that means that I will be able to dual stream onto YouTube onto one chat, and I could monitor both streams simultaneously now. But yeah, with that enabled, I need to reset everything on OBS to get it working properly. Anyways, but yeah, swings and roundabouts. One step forwards, two steps backs, etc. And yeah, the last 2 days have been kind of rough for me, but things have somewhat subsided. We're back on Dargonis with a bunch of various different things. We've got some Xenos goods here and there. Yep.
Your stomach feeling better?
Yeah. It was okay. I have I have pressure sore issues, right? The thing is, if you've been on the channel for a while, you know that my pressure sore back here has nothing to do with going to the bathroom at all. It is above that to where my tailbone is, but it never fully healed. It is basically a very bit of tender bit of flesh that never actually fully healed. So I have to be extra careful with it. Imagine passing a number 2. So this is going to be oversharing, but imagine the extent of passing a number 2, that it is so bad that it ripped an old wound up in my tailbone. Imagine that. Imagine how bad it has to be for that to happen. So now I'm waiting for my wound to heal. I'm reminded of that episode of South Park. Certainly. Okay, what we have here. Plasma Shaper Gloves. Plus 10% bonus to tech use. Increase of damage of plasma weapons. Okay. A Zealot Cloak. When wearing hits an ally with an area attack. Gains 1 stack of the Zealot effect. Wait, can our buddy have... Yes, he can. Okay.
I've had an uncle who burst a blood vessel in his spine from pushing so hard like that.
Yeah. That's rough. But basically, not only rough, but needs more roughage. Okay. Huge tech use boost. Very good.
No good stuff.
Yep. But yeah, it is a absolute. I have this jinx regarding whenever my caretaker gets a break, my pressure sore somehow gets worse. And the other thing is whenever my family goes vacation, leaving me and my wife together, and when we have...
I'm sorry to hear that, Biggie. No fun.
Yeah, it's no fun. But looking back, it is a looking back. It is a... It's you can only look back at it and laugh, you know. It is like what kind of like literally a what the crap moment. But if I was still whatchamacallit, if I was still physically well, I'll say that, it would have been a moment where it's like, holy, what the crap, you know, kind of moment already. That would have been okay, kind of a bragging moment rather than one. Okay, that's the book. But Flames of Purity is her favorite wine, according to Adira. And I do believe the book is Litanies of the Motive Force. Yep. Duradora's data that have been restored using the codictator. This is the phrase. And then now we change the music. And we have a Lore Imperium test succeeded. Recognizes the purifying now the first 36 parts of Symphony of Honor duty. Let's go to part 2. Look at the data bank from Darkonis, so we could actually go and look it up in our... Okay, we're done with the secret area. Let's go ahead and go and look at this bit of loot. All right. You're supposed to be cleaning up in the blue chambers. Look who's here. Well, again, the handrails of the blue chambers are polished 5 times a day. Might as well send a servitor. Yeah, servitor hardly know her. There's stuff out here for Cassia. But yeah, Alv over here, he's a bit of a miracle because even with the vertical stream broken, he showed up here as a Warhammer 40k a fan. So there's that. My compliments to your taste in art. And is there some... Yeah, I think there's something else over here. No, that's the tech priest
Huzzah,
dialogue.
Alv.
Oh, okay. We can't do anything here yet because we haven't gone and met whatchamacallit. Yeah, we haven't actually gone and met our doggo person. Oh,
I've been doing good myself, just watching my dad's house. I've been having my nephew help me with work so he gets some work experience.
yeah. I think you mentioned that earlier, but yeah. I'm going to have to, but it's the me being sideways is kind of good news and bad news. The bad news, of course, is that I have to be on my side until everything kind of heals up. But the good news is that more Warhammer, right? More Warhammer. Yeah. What? Okay, so I'm not sure if the Steam sale is over yet. The summer sale is almost over. I'm going off on an ADHD tangent for a little bit, though. Let's go ahead and look if the summer sale is over. It's probably about to be over, or it was over yesterday. Yep, until through July 9th. Okay, so if you have any games that you might want
It
to
ends
see
on
me,
the 10th, I believe.
yeah, yep. Over here it's yeah, on the 10th. So uh, on now through July 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Yep. So if you see any games that you might want to see me play, let me know. Um, I have a bunch of stuff on my wish list, and there's a bunch of other things that look interesting as well on the like on the page. House Flipper 2 seems fun as well. And the only reason I'm looking at House Flipper 2, this is just ADHD
Monster
tangent.
Hunter Rise since it's $6 on sale, lol.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah. But I do love House Flipper 2 because it has a bunch of really cool DLC, and I love its original. The original was very whatchamacallit friendly. Yep. Very free to not free to play, very accessibility friendly, and it does provide me with a bit of exercise, as well as a bit of ability of getting me to feng shui the house. Yep. Okay, what is Heydari doing again? Hey, Dari. As you can see, the family resemblance with Abelard now. You cannot see further than your own nose. The rogue trader aside. Oh no. Your lordship, I apologize for this ugly scene, but might I ask you would you rein in Miss Heydari and put a stop to her inflammatory actions towards me? As exalted one is my witness, Shireen. I've tried everything I could do to spare you an unnecessary headache over the seals for the Mercatum Tabulae officiae. I even showed this aid with a temper worse than the sandstorm than a certificate with your signature. But your Chancellor merely kept batting me away with her flail of baseless denials. I suspect that the reason for this has nothing to do with my humble personage. Commence your purses her lips and glowers. Jay is a, oh no, this isn't about me at all. I see. Well, Chancellor, will you tell us yourself or should I help you? Okay. Whatever is the... what... Okay, whatever is the matter with them is... Okay, probably... Mr. Swazarian, I require a document be certified. Where's the court servitor that keeps the seals? It has the best seals. Ugh. I'm afraid that my words may anger you, your lordship. The seals you're looking for was lost over a quarter of a century ago. I ought to have you flogged for this withholding this information. Unquestionably, your lordship. At the day's end, I will submit to myself to self-flagellation at the Westerian family chapel. 100 lashes, and that won't be sufficient, but I will add a dozen more. The loss of the sea is certainly a great tragedy, but self-flagellation. Admit it, Chancellor. You simply enjoy wallowing in pain while praising the Emperor's name. What the Exalted One requires your servants is pure faith, not hollow torment. What possible use could we have for our tears? Those are just the ravings of the ecclesiarchy, and you just walked whatever road you are being herded along, as blind as an obedient sheep.
Speaking of seals, things that eat seals. The Carcharodon Space Marines, aka the Space Sharks, are a hilarious offshoot legion.
Ah, wonderful. Yeah. Oh, by the way, did you... Okay, how do you find my new, Boom Boom, video on the Emperor's Stepchildren channel?
Their thing is sharks and being very Maori.
Ah, okay. That's wonderful as well. I turned them into friggin...
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I turned them into a Power Rangers offshoot, of course. And I'm gonna spend a couple of the spend some time on the day off to get some Power Ranger stuff happening as well. Like I'm working on a video where it's just the Power Rangers opening with the Death Watch instead. Yeah, like Purge, Death Watch, Rangers stuff. Yeah, I'm afraid I have to refuse. Thank you. The one responsible was punished promptly and harshly. Rest assured, Theodore von Valentia is ordered to have the Maleficent dealt with accordingly. Servitude Imperiosus, your lordship. He will now perform his duties to the Imperium without... Okay, so somebody got servitized. Okay, we was granted the honor of keeping the sacred sigillus of the Administratum, so we need to go look for the sigils. Yeah, the seal is probably found on one of the House Winterscale worlds, Forgotten Twins, Langrengen's Belt, or one of the nameless star systems. Okay. Something I must discuss with the Chancellor in private. Okay. Certify this. Okay, this is the... Right. That you found the lost seal yourself, lordship? Or have you perhaps brought a copy from this Winterscale world? Not yet. Okay. What are the responsibilities as Chancellor? Okay. So basically trade rep. What can you tell me about Dragonus? Capital stay in contact with other worlds in the Protectorate. Okay, no. Noble houses are volatile. What's sense of keeping them? Okay. Any of the other issues I should be aware of? Alright. What about Governor Drivestem? Okay, the way you speak of Drivestem, I hear him...
Carcharodons have the genetic defect of lacking any subtlety, as their flagship literally has a small city-sized fish tank at the center that contains massive sharks.
Oh, my goodness. That's that's probably immediate meme territory. That there's a theme song to go... that we could go marine sharks do 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 marine sharks do 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 do. Oh, certainly. Marine sharks. A hint of contempt or resentment. Okay. Thank you. Achilles Scandaler, does he cause any problems? I have matters to take care of, yep. Oh, me oh my. I was about to talk to Pascal, thank you very much. Okay. My appearance has caused a slight disturbance in the force. Oh, slight disturbance in the motive force, huh? The servants of the Omnissiah assigned to the palace analysis of the performance of rituals and satisfactory result. Idira? Ah, good old Dargonas. Boring here with that Lady Theodora. She'd love to live up
Their
long enough to
librarian
sleep.
psychers can summon shark spirits to attack people.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Thanks for that. Um, thanks for that, yeah.
They primarily like to use chain weapons, you know, like shark teeth.
Yeah. Oh my, oh me, oh my. Yeah. The more I hear about them, the better they seem. Yep. But what's the other thing? Yep. Like I went to uh the extra length of coming up with a backstory, and
Their chapter master, Tiberus, has twin lightning claws with chainsaw under wrist attachments. His claws are called Slake and Thirst.
what was the other meme of there's a D&D paladin idea, right? Dual wields fists. One does physical damage, one does divine damage. That one does like and the weapons are named thoughts and prayers. Or something like that. Or what? But I'm not well versed enough in D&D to.
LOL.
Yep. The lack of observers on this world has led to your nobles to become extremely complacent. Today alone, I overheard 3 statements. If so, we wanted could be turned into grounds of charge of heresy. Oh dear. Akili slander. I hardly know her. Okay. Hope you're coping well. I'm not so foolish to fail to notice a conversation in code. Your insight deserves credit. Yep. Do you know anything about what has become of the Kunrad Voidveer? You promised me a report on the present state of affairs in the Protectorate. Tell me about the drive stems. Ancient Governor House of Dargonas, predictably the greater wealth of the Avalanche Protectorate, the fuller their coffers grow. Yep. It's flawless except the one detail. We have evidence that Urban Drivestem is rivals to have the misfortune.
I am going to detail into a different tangent, but people need to try using different gods for their paladins and clerics in D&D.
Yeah. So I assume there's a bunch of various different gods. Yep. Lack of solid proof and might never surface. Okay. Urban Dragon's rivals seems to have misfortune of falling to various Dinos raids. Okay. What makes the Gaprax so special? Remote Forge World, the distant relatives, servants of the Omnissiah, and the house itself is close to the cult of the Adeptus Mechanicus, spirit and business connections. Okay. Tell me about House Sourback. Religious, hardworking. Manufactorums. Have been promoted to overly. Yep. What about the Rosarians? I want them to sycophants executed. Okay. All right. You are naturally well within your rogue trader, right? Rogue trader. Okay. Anything else you want to report? Okay. This time it concerns me the reasons of my house present on the planet Xenos and the threat they pose to you. The last few months have been difficult for the people of the Expanse. Okay.
I had thought of a kobold paladin who worships an insect god he calls the Skittering One. He is paranoid, crazed, and has a tendency to talk to bugs. But he genuinely can cast Smite.
Yeah. It sounds like fun. Certainly. I guess it's a bug, not a feature. No, it's not. It's not a bug. It's a... Wait. Okay, never mind. I don't know how to phrase that properly.
His healing magic makes one feel as though bugs are crawling all over them, so there must be some truth to his ravings.
Oh dear. Yep. It's within my power to supply you with intelligence on whether our Xenos will strike next. Okay, do not adopt the government drives that will beg you for protection. Okay. Tell me about the noble houses of Dargonis. I think we already talked. Okay. About this. And what is your responsibilities around Dargonis? Okay. Tell me about the Xenos. The residents of the local systems are no strangers to skirmishes with enemies of humanity. The loathsome beasts seem to make it through the warp to Dargonis. Yeah. The Dukari are just jumping around. Okay. What about the cult of the Final Dawn? Limited on the cult? Okay. Your unofficial work? Yes. Whom do you truly serve? The Rogue Trader or the Interrogator of the Inquisition? Yep. Whom does the Rogue Trader serve? The Golden Throne? The Protectorate? Okay. I want a list to have everything under your command. Okay. There's no point in pressing my agents. None of them would ever reveal such vital information, especially not in my presence. Have more questions to ask? What happened to your face? Okay. Okay, that you're ready to receive the governors of Dargonis. Is that everything? Okay, that's everything. That's everything and everyone. Let's look at my skull. No, inventory. And look at the... Is it this thing? No, it's this. No, this? Yeah, it's this. Let's see what we could put on for you. I guess it's this. The inanimate shield. Plus 10 fellowship and intelligence, plus 5 fellowship. Yeah. Plus 5 fellowship and intelligence.
Of a cleric of a god of anger, who gets progressively more angry the more times they have to channel their god's magic. So please, don't get hurt, LOL.
Yeah. Right. If any signal effect is active, the Cerebral Skull swarms gain +2 deflection, cannot be overpenetrated, and counts as partial cover for allies. Oh yeah. That seems pretty cool for him as well. Versus the Analytics module. This is whenever an ability extrapolated through the Cerebral Skull swarm affects other creatures. The Cerebral Skull swarm gains a stacking +5 bonus, intelligence, and fellowship until the end of the Overseer's next turn. This is absolutely wonderful. But the Overseer has Dogmatic adherent. Once the Cerebral Skulls may swarm extrapolates 5 abilities in total. It immediately deals 17 shock damage and 17% of preparation to each enemy in this 4-cell radius. We don't have that. No. But I think this is so much better for Nuncius or Terra Prima. Okay. This is interesting as well. Any signal to attack is active. The Cerebral Skull swarms gains 2 deflection, cannot be overpenetrated, causes partial cover. It's interesting to use, but I probably want this one. This gives so much stats to the servo in the end. What about the little raven? We don't have anything for the raven yet. No, that's for the Cyber Eagle. Okay. Let me just add these to the cargo. Add this to the cargo. Yeah, okay, let's keep things as is first. All right. Let's quick save and talk to Rosarian. And be done with Dargonis for a little bit. All right, let's continue. Awareness succeeded. The sharp gaze of the inexplicably straight back to composure. For a moment, you feel like you're looking at a younger version of Abelard himself, not his heir. Judging by the scars on the exposed part of her body, Clementia saw her fair share of combat prior to assuming the position. Time to see the governor. Time to watch the governator. Right. Kefka Palazzo won Valencia's 20th in his line. Rogue trader, keeper of the sacred warrant, and ruler of the Coronas expanse from the Chronosis into the 100 dreams of Crossroads. I bid you welcome. Wow. I'm going to... Can I screenshot this? Is it F12 screenshot? Yep. Okay. Because that's a wonderful title to sing about. Urban Drivestrom, governor of his great world, first and foremost.
Time for prior tangent.
Mm-hmm.
The Carcharodons also do something called the Red Tithe, where they just show up to an Imperial world and steal the population to either find new Space Marine recruits or serfs.
Are they Marines or Chaos Marines then? Or are they just are they just a bunch of Chaos Marines? Right. Okay, let me just do a few things. Uh-huh.
They are borderline loyalists.
Yeah, okay. Carcharodon's Baby Shark Song. And add dinosaurs to redeem.
They are loyal Marines, but other loyal Marines really don't like them, lol.
Yep.
They have a slip of paper from the administratum saying they can do this.
Yeah.
It's a miracle they haven't succumbed to chaos.
Right, there's no need. I'm the new ruler of the Protectorate. Let my subjects rejoice at my arrival instead. Well, your lordship, these are centuries-old traditions and customs and rules. Do not forget who it is you serve, Urban drives them, if the rogue trader wishes not to have the morning ceremony.
But the administratum has no records of their existence, lol.
Give me a second. Yep. It's I guess it's that kind of chaos adjacent folks, but yeah. But having it installed by the lady Theodora's cares. Okay. So do we go with okay, perhaps the parvenu installed by Lady Instar cares not for the sacred traditions of our founding ancestors. But Kefka Palazzo on Valanches is a descendant of the true children of Dragonis. It behooves the ruler of the world to honor its customs.
They actually are known to trade with renegade Space Marines that have defected from the Imperium but haven't turned to chaos.
I see. So the renegade Space Marines are kind of the iconoclast Space Marines, right? Do we even say that? I think. Okay. But to be fair, the closest thing to an iconoclast Space Marine is probably a the whatchamacallit, the salamanders. Yeah. I shall be the one to judge what behooves me and what does not. Your lordship. Okay. Was a strong leader, and we ought to follow her example. Let us lean on to wisdom and preserve in spite the tragedy. Together we let us carry it on to prosperity. Has he shown his face? Yep. Okay. Ooh. I shall be frankly with you, your lordship. Lady Theodora's sudden death was a blow to everyone of us, and the absence of any sort of verifiable and complete information about her successor gives grounds for all manners of rumors and misinterpretations.
Pretty much. There are many though, because the loyal Space Marines consider them traitors and Chaos Space Marines consider them still too loyal, so they get hunted often.
I see.
Asterisk aren't many.
Yeah, I see. But yeah, I assume that be the case. Yeah. Hmm. Lady Theodora's sudden death was a blow to everyone and the absence of any sort of verified information. Okay. So we probably want the heretical option here. Publicly rip out the vocal cords and tongues of every slanderer and replace them with vox implants that sing the praises of the rogue trader Kefka Palazzo von Valancius without interruption. I should think that would serve as a reminder who rules this world. Immediately make the arrangements for that your order could be carried out properly. What exactly did the Gonas nobility expect me in light of loss of routes and communications with other worlds? We are troubled by the fate of the Agruel Janus that supplied Dragonis. Okay. Such intriguing concerns for the Vebos outpost. Doesn't the house happen to own the extraction stations there? Yeah. Your lordship, I beg you do not interpret the words of an attempt to influence your decisions, but I've already visited the Agruel Janus. Governor Vyat found herself facing a number of problems in my absence. Truly, the Vyat line is one of the oldest in the von Valancius protectorate. If the inheritor of such a well-respected blood could not handle whatever has befallen her, then the situation must have extraordinarily insulated. You could say that. All her worries are behind her now. I have a sense that continues to govern the agri world. Yep. Delighted to hear it. Many Andragonas live in the hope that food delivered to the capital will resume soon. Don't really know where to begin. Otherworldly beasts are not the uncommon sight in Corona's expanse.
The Carcharodons don't have any tabletop rules, so people often just paint them and use other Space Marine rules that they feel fits the Space Sharks best.
Ah, I see.
Trophy, congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat.
Yeah. Yep, Carcharodons. All right. An alleged successor to the Raven Guard? Oh, okay. Space Sharks. Solar Rebellions. Okay.
Implies heavily but not confirmed to be descended from the Raven Guard.
Yeah. I see. Oh, there's a bunch of there's a lot of lore regarding them. Okay. Right. Okay. There we go. Only you have the power to stop this madness. Okay. Blazing the Void, the worlds of Von Valancius are particularly being terrorized by enemies of humanity. Xenos carving out spikes. Forge a path to Vebo's 6th. Yep. Okay. Command the spinners of the Bloodspun Web and they will do this. Okay. So the snare of retribution, Dom Kefka Palazzo, we will whisper names and that whisper would drown out. Okay. Threaten the entire families. Okay. Okay. Wait. But where's the option for sending the... Okay.
But people often don't use Raven Guard rules with the Carcharodons because the Raven Guard are very sneaky and snipey, while the Space Sharks are very rip and tear and hit and run. So people often use White Scar's rules.
I think let's make arrangements for public purges. This is probably the most Kefka way of doing this. Yep. With the hands stern and strong. Yep. Okay. Right, one last thing, your lordship. Your inauguration bearer of the sacred warrant is but a matter of time. Any of the noble houses located on Dargonis? Huh. What is my thought on this? Okay, give me a second. Let me have a look at the what was the guide? Conviction points and where to find them. I'm just looking at the Dargonis stuff for Chapter 2, Footfall Colony. Yanis and Dargonis. Okay. Okay, there's not a lot of stuff we could pick. Wait, that's nothing for Dargonis. More heretical options. Yep. Dogmatic Iconoclast. Okay, never mind. I think House Gaprak is okay. I think out of all this, the I don't care option is just the most Kefka answer out of all this, right? Tell me about House Drive Stem. Okay. So for me personally, I'm a humble servant. When's the ceremony? Okay. I'm afraid not until you deal with the pressing warp issues. Is that all? Yep, that's all. We're not rocking the boat, but yeah, that's everything. We're done with this section of the on Dargonis, which means that if we return to the void ship, or return to, can we do colony development for Dargonis yet? No. Okay.
One time, out of many, an imperial world decided to start skipping on some of their taxes to the Imperium. The government didn't care, but the advisors were scared of the Imperium's retribution.
So what? So who's gonna do what? Okay. Okay. What is the cause of the catastrophe? Subsidiary Hive City. What say my advisors? The death of Achilles' agents troubles me. It might not be a coincidence until the cause of disaster could be concretely established. I would avoid letting the refugees into the other hives. The Emperor bids us face off cruel strokes of fate in their dignity. The hives do not wish to accept the unfortunate victims. Let the victims do everything. I believe the noble houses are trying to wash their hands off this. Okay.
When, suddenly, the Carcharodons showed up to the world. The governor was freaking the heck out because they knew that these were the Emperor's angels, his special soldiers. They thought that they were sent to administer justice for the missing taxes.
Yeah. Okay. I want to right-click this to see what it does. Yeah, Bane of Scipion is allies +2 momentum for each human's enemies killed in battle. Okay. What about this? Blood of Scipion is the rogue traders gain +1 deflection and +3% hit chance. Refugees from the fallen hive toil without rest to prove that they deserve protectorate. These servants have shown tasked with the maintaining the rogue traders.
So, the
equipment in
governor
perfect
started
condition.
setting up ambushes and traps to destroy the space sharks. Each attempt failed, and eventually the Charcharodon slaughtered his armies and the governor.
Wasteland's Prayer. Okay, this is defense. So it's either going to be Heinrich's or Abelard's thing. I'm going to do the Heinrich's thing. Prohibitive cordons on the perimeters of the hives, yeah. That's a very Kefka thing, yep. Yep. That they would not find shelter in the hives and disperse across the wastelands. A harsh lesson of discipline has been delivered to the capital. Van Calix's agents have run a thorough investigation identifying many of the refugees who had managed to react.
Who were now the rulers by virtue of being the highest-ranking people alive now, meekly begged the sharks for mercy and that they would ensure the taxes were paid back in interest.
Yeah. We're now at the rules by the virtue of being highest-ranking people. Okay. Okay. Right, so a new hive city will be established on top of the old one. This gives a profit factor and some people. Okay. This is going to cost us provisions plasteel. Complacency and efficiency. Jewelry, ship components, profit factor. Efficiency, adamantine mechanisms, plasteel. That's a lot of stuff. That gives us the most profit factor with 2 efficiency.
The Carcharodons looked at them all confused and said, "What taxes? We are here for the red tithe." The advisors looked on in sheer numbing despair as the sharks then proceeded to abduct everyone.
Hooray! Okay. Right. Mm-hmm.
By the time the actual Imperial representative showed up to ask about the missing taxes, the planet was totally barren of all people. The administratum honestly didn't care as they were looking for a new world to promote to penal colony.
Yeah, okay. Haha, okay, wonderful. Right, let's actually just press J to look at some of the contracts. This is Promethium for profit. Okay, so we could do this. Complete this contract. This is profit factor for stuff. We don't need these. We don't need these. 4 people for Promethium and chemicals. So let's do that. Feast for the soul.
God,
Provisions
I love
for
the
competency.
Carcharodons.
Yep.
They are so over the top silly.
Yep. Class steel for mechanisms and people. Yeah, there we go. We need more adamantine for these guys, but these are profit factor stuff. So what we need now is adamantine and xenotech for profit factor. Yeah, okay. And what about our colonies? Yeah, I really don't like the fact that the whatchamacallit's broken. The look of this thing is broken. Okay. Right, let's look at our journal real quick to look at the quests. This is to Ardanus. We could head back to Footfall for more things to do.
Some of the Descendant Legions aren't too interesting, but there are some standouts like the Space Sharks. I also like the Minotaurs, but only because they are massive holes.
Yeah.
Like, even for Space Marines they are massive holes, and they love destroying Renegade Marines.
Huh. Oh yeah, there's a whole thing about ablutions in blood that we could do. I probably want to do ablutions in blood off camera. Most likely choice here. Okay. Because we've done ablutions in blood before. That's the whatchamacallit storyline. But yeah, we need to get to the Heartless Void as ASAP. Yep. Teculos Epsilon. Yep, there's more stuff to do the officer's desk. Stuff. Yeah.
The entertainment of them is them showing up to a fight and ending up not only fighting the enemy but the other loyal Space Marines they came to help.
Yep. Void ship bridge. Inspect the fuel lever on the ship's bridge. Okay.
Just because they are such abrasive jerks.
Yeah. But the what is it? What was my tangent again? Oh yeah, as another side note, World Cup's setting up to be pretty interesting, huh? Okay. Epitaph status initiated. Data reg. The O'Donovan branch, she has his personal notes. Military dispersing to put up with a part of the errand servant to Imperius, yep. Bloodline. I cannot afford to delay the choice of my successor any longer. Huh. Okay. Let's leave. And I don't know where the broken lever is on the Void Ship Bridge. Is it here? Oh, it's probably here. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. Systems operational, no failures.
I also like the purple Krakens, as they are apparently descendants of the salamanders, you know, the pyromaniacs. But, the Kraken's home base is on a pure ocean world.
Yep.
And they apparently use extremely high-pressure water guns and power tridents to fight. Otherwise, they have like no lore, so it makes them hard to like more.
Lord Captain, the Vox system is functioning as expected. No communication problems have been reported by any crew. Yep. Hmm. But yeah, certainly. I wouldn't it be if they're on top of an ocean world? Wouldn't it make less? Okay, kind of makes sense with water guns and stuff. Like they could be friggin' tiny ears adjacent. The Vox system is functioning as expected. No communication problems have been reported. Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't leave. Okay. Lord Captain. Right, certain matters. Okay. The Forgotten System is particular interest of the Rogue Trader. Huh. For some odd reason, it's leading me there. And we could head up to the bridge to get some stuff done, but we should be fine exploring more of the Coronis Expanse first. Right, let's go ahead and reduce difficulty a little bit before warp traveling.
Who knows?
Okay.
They only got mentioned in side notes in one codex one time, so they ain't got no more lore and probably never will. But I like them in concept.
Yes. Purple Krakens could... I mean, Purple Krakens is just my thing, isn't it? I meant to inform you that our journey through the warp went well. Okay. Never doubted your abilities as navigator, Lady Cassia. My crew is fortunate to have you. It pleases me to hear the Lord Captain. I'm equally satisfied with your manner in command. I see you have many compelling works of art here, but precious few paintings. I, for one, enjoy passing what little spare time I have with brush in my hand. Right, Okay, I do.
Oh, and there are the Lamenters, poor guys. They are descendants of the Blood Angels, and are freaking cursed to have the worst luck imaginable.
Hope that your paintings will soon adorn these walls. You truly wish that it would, but I must admit I'm not more than an amateur. Okay. Right. Well, the other thing I meant to tell you is I'm quite well read, and any of my knowledge is not limited to the navigator's craft, whereas in many other scholarly fields, such as the sanitary history of collective sector, or from the navigators are taught to familiarize themselves with the warp from childhood. Should you require my help, that is still my counsel. My knowledge is still extensive.
They get caught in constant warp storms, suffer the worst surprise attacks, get blamed for stuff that wasn't their fault, have accidentally joined up with traitor space marines in fighting the Loyals.
Hey, give me a second. Yep.
Other legions will openly leave them in the middle of fights because they know they are cursed.
Oh, the Lamenters. They're the other yellow sad boys. I was looking up the Lamenters when I was designing my characters for the various different brothers in the Death Watch Sentai squad. But
Yup,
yep,
exactly.
yep. I eventually I had to pick out who's going to be Ranger Yellow between an Imperial Fist and or a Lamenter. And I thought Imperial Fist was a little bit more recognizable. And I went through some iterations because I wanted somebody to be an apothecary, and I do believe that the Imperial Fist do have apothecaries in their squad somewhat. And I thought that would be a really kind of funny touch to have a bumbling apothecary with not like who's not very smart. And I named him Brother Citrius because he's a bit of a lemon.
Well, apothecaries are field medics, so it's very likely they have them.
Yep. So need to prove your worth to me, Cassia. Yep.
A lemon is a mighty fruit.
Yep. A bit of a fruitful endeavor with that one. Okay. Wait, what happened to my various different items? Wait, what happened to my notes in... Okay. That I picked up. Did I not pick up the notes from... Okay, I did pick this one up. This would go into the miscellaneous. This would go into the cargo because it's 10% of the misc items. This is also Elamino. It hasn't been full cycle since it was appointed. Yep. Add to cargo. Can I even add these things? Okay. Right, this is gonna add the data slate. Yep. Okay. Right. I'm gonna go ahead back down and go to the Coronis Expanse. Okay, just give me a second. เรียมฮะไอตัวห่านอยู่ในช่องฟิตใช่ไหมมันแบ่งลงมาได้หรือเปล่าหรือยังไม่ได้ตอนนี้อ๋อใครนะครับแช่น้ำในถุงอ่าจะทานตอนเย็นทันไหมเอ่ยอืมเพราะพี่คิดว่าจะต้มห่านออกมาแล้วไม่รู้ว่าจะกินกับอะไรระหว่างกินกับเอ่อกินกับเส้นพะโล้อ่ะน่าจะกินได้ปะโอเคโอเคโอเคงั้นอันนั้นเดี๋ยวไว้ทำกินตอนเย็นเนาะแล้วเดี๋ยวพี่สั่งอะไรกินกลางวันก่อน Alright, I need to make a small detour to order some food for lunch. Right, well, yeah, I should have actually done that before, but um, because if I don't do this now, then wait, I need to also make sure that I'm not showing up on camera. Yeah. My phone's not showing up on camera. Okay. All right, I've got what's a good thing to order for today? I'm a little bit apprehensive of ordering salad because the last time I need to test it for sure, but the last time I ordered a salad from this place, mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm about to order a nice big old salad. Okay. Do. I'm just looking at their sets, but no. I'm just gonna order some salad rolls. Makes sense for me. Okay, good. Just as a side note, it's interesting that the new government is actually doing what's gonna call it a campaign to make people like them a little bit more. Where they pay a 60% of. So it's a really interesting project. So what they do is they um, let you pay whatchamacallit. They pay 60% for a particular meal, right? But so what they do is they are trying to boost business by subsidizing restaurants. And what you do is, if your restaurant is part of a whatchamacallit, of the campaign, let's head to Mundus Nilius here. If your restaurant's part of the campaign, they come on, head. You have to board the hard list now. The government pays a percentage of the bill to boost the restaurant's business. You couldn't pick up the wreckage. Okay, let's begin the scan. No, just 2 plasteel, not worth the extractium. What's over here? Ah, some loot. Ooh, lots of stims and medicays. That's real weird. What about these starship remains? I also should look up what happened. Okay. Interesting, we get this created. Let's look at what new projects we can do. We said we wanted a shrine for this. So we need either the bonfire of the righteous or good tidings. Good tidings we bring. We are out of plasteel and adamantine. Okay. Yeah, we'll wait for a little bit. We might want to do the Hallowed Railway for now. Yeah, we have plenty of plasteel. We need more Drusian rep. Okay. What else? J? Is it J? Yeah, no. I haven't checked out other colonies yet. Oh, there we go. The remote agri complexes, aside from the obvious disfigurement of their subsequent peoples. What do we know about these wretches? Okay, shedding of hair, mutation. What did my advisors say? I saw your agents picked recordings, a sign of the monkey leaving behind these idols, and I cannot deny a connection through a pathetic and extremely abstract one to the symbols of my people. Their guttural prayers echo the sounds of the children of Azrian's speech. The probability of them having come to such close contact with our civilization is non-existent. Yet they are still somewhat connected. Protect these people, resettle them to a distant abode where they truly not be harmed by the peculiarities and keep them watch. Some truth will be revealed. This blessed sanction of the Imperium does not grace these mutants, but nor does it declare their existence anathema. Should we sentence them without further study? They are mutants for whose existence is fully sanctioned, such as ogrins, ratlings, pariahs, pelagers, fetins, or troths. Our library had knowledge to your servants. Purely... Okay. What does Pascal say? This mutation has not been properly studied and is missing from the catalog. Okay. Resettle the wretch to get the heart of the nameless. That's a new item. We still get heart of the nameless. They're going to be protected. Secrets of the mutated flesh. You will lose security. I don't want to lose security on this so much. This loses security. Gain security for efficiency. Efficiency for security. Oh, man. I mean, the only kind of net positive one is this one, right? Yeah, this is such a strong item, though. Increases the wearer's lore Xenos and increases all skills by 10. What new projects could we get you? A cure for sloth? Wow. This gives us a heretical rating as well, so that's pretty cool. Allies plus 5 athletics and suffer minus and less toxic damage. Yeah. Whereas these things will need reputation with... Yeah. We need Casbalica reputation for these. I see. Yep. Let's go for the cure for sloth. All right. Is there a completable contract somewhere? This is still for profit factor. We're not going to decrease profit factor for items yet. But we still need adamantium instead of xenotech. Okay. Let's start the scan. Brup, 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 brup. And what's here on this death world? Study the gas for XP. Gas cloud grenade. Let's go ahead and take that. And now let's save. Save. For the Heartless. Oh my goodness, we have the 2 ships named Heartless. I just realized we already have the Heartless Angel as our own ship. Can we still rename it then? Yeah, I don't think we can.
Name of the Harpless.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, so let's look at our posts again. And the Master Cannoneer could still probably be Irlet. We'll see who has more demolition. Yeah, Irlet has the more demolition in this one, but we'll see. We should be able to fight here with no problem, right? Tactical report, yep. To patch me through to the captain. The illustrious Kuro trader has arrived. Let me guess, you will now graciously offer me a chance to surrender. Bring me some recaf and wipe down the captain's throne after you vacate it. I'll be there shortly. Let's see if you are still feeling so insolent after my mech cannons. Make a few holes in your ship? Okay. Right. Space battle. Okay. I'm just looking at the arrival times of the food.
Ah, finally, some real action.
Oh boy, this is going to be rough. Right, so what do we do? I want to pew a couple of these guys, right? I'm going to pew you from here. Pew. Alright. And I want to use this pew once I'm in range. I want to miscall. Let's see if I could pew you from here. Are you on fire? Yeah, okay. Now we'll use move miscall. Oh, seriously? Okay. That's not good. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's road the battle. Because I wanted the Mystical to explode with the ship. Right. Use this. Pew. And maybe move here. And then we'll go, wait, why can I not use this? I can. Oh, great. Use these against, okay. That's not very good at all. Okay. Let's use shield reboost. Okay, we can't do that yet. we can go pew pew. And pew pew again. We'll do the okay. Nice. No, wait, why did I actually kill my movement? It's not supposed to. I guess this is probably the best use of this. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Wow, that's very bad. Okay, let's load game. No, not co-op mode. Okay. Do we need to use this over here? Yep. Okay. And now we go like this. Pew pew. Oh, okay, good. I'm gonna go miss goals, like so. Maybe do a shield restart immediately. Shoot first at this. And then go for the missile move. This should be able to move here and do explosivos. Nice. And I can't do much more. Am I forced to end turn like so? Yep, okay. And yep, we reboosted our shields. I can't shoot missiles yet. I think we could do this to destroy him. Alright, well, F5, because I'm not sure what's next. I think we can maybe set course like so. Let's pew pew you and you. What if I do this first? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try shooting at the big ship first.
Perform a defensive ramming maneuver.
Okay. Oh, I missed. Okay. I can't do it this way. No. Because if I do that, I won't be able to whatchamacallit. Okay. I guess we'll need to do it like this. Okay. And yeah, okay. I guess we'll shoot at the smaller ship first. Nice. And I'm on fire because
we must go to ludicrous speeds.
Yep. And I'm on fire because we oh, damn you and your interceptors. Damn it. Let's see. Come on, move. I'm going to have to try to pew-pew these guys out of existence. Well, I'll try to do this. Let's see if I can pew-pew a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I need to use the lance weapon first. Hopefully, we could set them on fire. We didn't. This is 51. Yeah, let's pew pew these guys. Like so. And unfortunately, we probably have to use this to stop us from facing tragedy. But we're going to do the warp flip first. And then just move ourselves out of the way. Okay. Let's just Explosivo against you then. And we have Rotate. And nothing we could shoot at you except for the missiles. Move missiles. Which way are you facing? That way. So let's move missiles this way. Oh, come on. Let's use restart shields. I'll see if I could intercept these guys with this one first. Interceptor, hardly know her. And let's go with these pew-pews. Then this pew-pew. Okay. Finally. And I can't pew-pew this one, so we'll use this.
Maximum pew.
Warp rotate them that way. And enter. No, done. Great. And now we are healed up, but again, we're gonna pew-pew you right here. Nice. We've got the missiles. Yeah, move over here. And just bomba. Plasma torpedoes. Okay.
No one can outmaneuver House Orcelio.
Finally. Right. Let's go to the upgrade screens. Okay, let's continue. Boarding teams are raring to go. The Heartless's Scalar field generator is cooked, so no warp driving for them now, and we've set off fireworks in the primary drive. Rust Bucket isn't going anywhere. We will begin the assault on the ship right away, but experience tells me that this will go a lot smoother if we deliver just a couple more precise strikes. How about it? Would you flatten the few heretics between the bulkheads? Make them fighting easier for you, Captain? Your Lordship, I must remind you that the Heartless has been promised to you as a spoils. Every new bolt of the ship will also blow up the Dynasty's treasury. Prepare to board, Solomon, and get your party ready. Yep. This will make battles harder, if I remember. But even with the battles being slightly harder, even with the battles being slightly harder, it is, give me a second. I'm just thinking whether if we want to bring Argenta or we want to bring Kybella. Let's bring Kybella. I want this to be a little bit different. Because eventually we need to wean ourselves away from Argenta. Because we're playing a heretical route. We don't have very strong weapons for her, though. Oh well.
I'll run a box down your throat next time. Yes, this area's clear.
Yep. So clear. Yep. I will lead the data Xi squad from the lowest deck through the tightest tight pathways, Promethean pipework, and surface areas where the enemy is most at home. We'll take that difficult ground, your squad. I'll call the road theta. We'll proceed along the upper deck. The objective is to reach the elevator. Okay. It's very gallant of you to take the fight upon yourself to spare me. Okay. If you are cutter, especially stubborn resistance, summon me. I will come for your aid. Your professionalism is terribly charming. Charming, indeed. I've been called many things, but that is the first. Why not go out together? We can overwhelm them with our numbers. Okay. No. Okay, let's move out. The thing is about Solomorn, he's one of the few male characters that is romanceable by other male characters. Well, not few. There's more than one, apparently.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Wisdom is a catalyst for knowledge. I possess both.
Right.
The dead know nothing, and neither do the ignorant.
Okay. Just thinking if this is all the things we want to equip for her. I do believe that weapon-wise, she's already at her best. Currently, she has the Anver's chain sword and the chain axe equipped, and on her offhand is a serrated greatsword. And I think we probably want the best swords for her already. The silent verdict is not nearly okay. Probably should be added to the list of weapons we're not going to use. Okay, let's put the marksman's rifle.
Seeing these characters with different gear on always feels weird.
Yeah. It does, doesn't it? But I think that's probably the most we could do. Let me go pop these ranger armor to the cargo. We don't need them. Nor do we need the casing chest plate. Wait, I can't remember if the casing chest plate is... if there's more stuff for it. We have Headhunter Light Carapace. Which... okay, we have 10% dodge against melee attacks and parry. Improved armored body glove is probably going to go into the armor kit cargo. Let me just double check that my food is on its way. On its way. What else is happening? Okay, it's still... wow. It's delivering, but it's taking its sweet time, definitely. Add to cargo. Yep. Fire Blessed Carapace is a 45 armor with plus 2 deflections into... okay. Carapace grants its wearer plus 2 deflection and plus 2% armor against fire damage as well as immunity to burning. This is Light Spinner's breastplate. Yeah. Okay, Spinner's vestment is 10% dodge against melee attacks versus 10% dodge if the wearer is not in cover, which is probably most of the time. Plus 10 parry plus 2 wounds. Refer to plus 10% parry. I do believe that this is probably the best items we can have for her already. Yep. The only other thing is the Blessed Cape. We're not having demon arm enemies, but impulse boot is fine. Where it makes a melee area attack, they regain +2 MP. But this is, what is this? This is Heart of the Nameless. Item increases wielders lore by +10, and if it has iconoclast adherent, it increases all skill by 10 instead. Yep. Let's just look at the cloaks. Yep. What about the warp? Fireproof cape. Oh yeah, we have Malpain Shroud now. Deals damage with melees. They gain +4 temp wounds.
The warp and its right to demon arms.
Yeah. The thing is, who has the Malpain Shroud in this case? Melee attacks deal 0 +2% temporary wounds more damage. Yeah. I think we're going to give it to Kybella. Unless we want to go with the dodge reduction. His Zealot Cloak assists an ally with area attack, where it gains +1 stack of the Zealot effect. Okay. And we have nothing for you. Oh, should really equip you with more consumables, huh? Everybody needs a refresh on their consumables, my goodness. Oh yeah, this is Magna Rail Blast. This is -1 AP for for using medikits. Okay, just give me a second. ครับผมเดี๋ยวมีคนออกไปรับนะครับ Okay. Right. The thing is, I prefer giving them, yeah, Heartless and Heart of the Nameless over here. Adherent, Iconoclast, +10 to all skills instead. Yeah. Or do we give this to you, I wonder? No, we want to keep this reload of weapons. Yeah, let's just give this to you. Right. Mm-hmm. Wait, are you not adherent Iconoclast yet? Oh, you're just follower. Okay. Because this would probably be okay on you. Oh man, I really want to give this to Kefka. Because if we give this to Kefka, then... Oh, he's not even adherent. Okay, never mind. Okay. Then it's probably going on to you instead. Hits a target with Shield Bash, Double Slug, Fulminating Shot, or Grizzly Education. Coercion Test to immobilize. Okay, so that's only just that. But this probably works better. Yep. Oh, look at that. That's so much better for you. Lore, Imperium, Warp. No, the actual addition to Carouse and Athletics. This is good. Because I don't think anybody else has Iconoclast Adherent. Yeah, it would probably work very well on what's her name as well. On Jay, if she was on the team. Right. Do. Okay. Let's go see what we could actually add to you. Let's go with a small med kit, just in case. And let's go with some explosivos like this one. And plasma grenade, I guess. I do believe we just head this way.
Patience! My nerves are frayed!
Okay, I think let's go ahead and set our formation correctly. I think that's it. No. We need, okay, we set it like this. Instead of Abelard in front, it will have to be you in front. Abelard will be to the side. Yep, okay. Open the door, get on the floor.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Another cruise deck under my boots. The flare of emergency lights. It has been a spell since I last went on a boarding mission. Why, I feel a decade younger.
Oh, they're trying to run away. Open the door, get on the floor.
Just feel dead.
Trivial,
Right.
as I prognosticated.
More crescendo shotguns, insulator shields. I do believe we could probably give Abelard another insulator shield here. Okay, reflective shields plus 1 deflection, but okay, plus 1 deflection and 40% parry. Hooray! Got the best shields. And Let's also improve our Raven. Wait. Did we not get a new Raven upgrade? Or was it this one? For an eagle, not a raven. It was for an eagle, not a raven. I see. Okay.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Okay, if I remember correctly, blowing up the fuel pipes will reduce the amount of loot at the end of this quest. But it does make the mission easier.
Nuncius solved this conundrum. Wisdom is a catalyst for knowledge.
There's a small room hidden behind the elevators that did not make it into the original map. Okay.
The machine god was benevolent to me. A new specimen.
Would you look at that? The Vizier. Will he be proud?
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They all will see.
It's time to look at our builds again. My goodness. Okay, well, let's see what my old build is. Okay. Priya มะข้าวมาส่งโอเคใช่ไหมเอ่ยโอเคโอเค Just looking at, what am I looking at? Oh yeah, more Rogue Trader builds. Rogue Trader builds. Right, before this, I think I probably want to go back to archetypes and do his build last. Right, currently we have this. Which level is this? This is level 23. So I think it's athletics and all out. Athletics, of course. Going all out. Under the effects of Reckless Rush, their attacks do not cost MP. Yeah, okay. Amazers. As for you, what's your ability that we're gonna get? Psy Resonator, I hardly know her. Obviously relays of psychic power through the Cyber Raven. For the first time in the round, they regain their ability points. Yep. forgot to look at Argenta first. No. Does it hurt? All damage over time effects inflicted by the executioner gains 20% critical chance. This chance is increased by all bonuses. Yeah. I think it was demolition for her, isn't it? That I wanted. Oh, I understand. You need Lorzinos at least for the carry weapon proficiency. And for Aogun, it's Machine God's Protection. Right? Creature affected by Blessing of the Honor Sire gains plus a number of Ferrum Sanctum stacks on critical hit chance. Wow. We have 10 Ferrum Sanctum, which means that's an extra 30% crit chance. Oh, wow. This is Spiritlet. Pascal. Ah. Okay. And Unnatural Allure. +5 fellowship and additional +1 fellowship for every navigator talent and navigator power taken. Yeah. Very nice. That's a nice fellowship boost. Extra 15 is pretty cool. Yep. Which leaves me. It's probably going to be Does It Hurt, doesn't it? Does it hurt? Already have Does It Hurt? Okay. Mm-hmm. Does it already have the extra dot effects? Okay. No, actually, let's look at this for the Rogue Trader builds. I have literally an app item here. I think it's operative. Yeah, there we go. That's easier for us to see. Do we have anatomy expert yet? No. Yeah, no. And then go to... Is it Medicaid? Yep. All right. Oh my goodness. Look at the time. But I'll try to keep playing if I can. But yeah. I need to go out and spend some time whatchamacallit.
The force has granted me enlightenment.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue.
How are you feeling today?
Yep,
While
I'm feeling...
perusing the Lord Captain's library, I discovered the memoirs of the greatest quartermaster who has ever served the fallen Lancius dynasty, Silverto de Iono. His sly tactics will be of great help to us during this boarding operation.
Forgive my bluntness, Lady Cassia, but there is not a book in existence that can describe the full spectrum of things that typically go wrong on a boarding mission. It is better that you rely on my practical experience instead.
Yeah, but I'm feeling fine. I was very, very down for a few...
I do what I must.
I was very down for
Just as I was told.
for a few days. Like, I could have been a lot better for a few days. But I'm also a little bit upset that
Trivial, as I prognosticated.
I was a little bit upset that I could have spent some time during my off time to do much
No one has solved this conundrum.
to do other things. Wait, did they say run? Like setting things up and yeah. But I don't know exactly when it was that YouTube made changes to their vertical streaming. Could have actually happened yesterday. I would have made no difference. So yeah.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Okay. Let's do one more battle and call it a day.
Who knows? YouTube updates are random.
Annoyance.
I'll bleed you dry.
Kasha, move over here. Okay. Idira could stay in cover. Full cover, perhaps? Nice. Kibella needs to be somewhere closer to the front. Kefka needs to be close to the front as well, so here's fine. Abelard, go here. Beard, go here. Aogun, go up here. And Dia Prima could go back here. No, actually, yeah. You be here. That's fine. Right, and we could go with this. Cassia could start by actually, Cassia could start by doing this. What's our free tactic? Grandson just chooses one of the combat tactics areas for one round. All the attacks by allies in that area inflict overwhelmed. Okay. Let's start by getting everybody nice and closer to the area. Okay. Okay. Look at what's here.
Isn't this a job for
Ooh.
the serfs?
There we go. Pretty nice. And let's go call this area up. Yeah, over here is fine. And then we could designate a rear area that does more damage. So yeah.
If I may.
And then let's see how much damage we could do with an evil. Okay, come on. Okay, which area is in cover? Over here?
I'm not accustomed
Yeah, okay.
to being ordered
I'm going to
around.
use this for extra damage.
Me? If
No,
you
no, no,
insist,
no
Lord
move.
Captain.
Or we could move over here.
Emperor,
Certainly.
give me strength.
Ah, damn it. I just realized that I should have done that after. Okay. Yeah, let's see how much damage this does. Okay, give him the eye. Let's go. Ooh. That was quite the stare. I'm going to point finger at... Who do I point finger at? Okay, Cabela maybe. Give her extra turnsies.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Smart you. Go for one of these.
As the tenants demand. The Chantilly brings me no pleasure.
Okay. And what else could we do? How far could we leap? Not far enough. Let's mark another dude. This dude? This gunner?
As honor ordains.
And jump. Yup. Ooh. Who else can we mark? To get done with. This guy, certainly. Let's go ahead and jump again. Jump around.
I shall not face her. The other side awaits.
And let's go ahead and use this, I think. Nice bit of AoE attack. Or should we switch over to the other weapon? Yeah. Let's do this attack. Okay, slicey.
As honor is
Ooh.
a blessing.
That was a brutal strike, my goodness. And switch back over here. We could do a leap like here.
Another foe painted black.
Breath of undeath.
And one more leap over here. And with that, let's do a whoop. Nice. And a whoop. Nice.
But I did not understand.
Something has torn the veil.
And back she goes. Very good. I could have actually used Reckless Abandon as well. 24 wounds with the same number of temporary wounds. Okay.
Trust
Do that.
me.
Okay. And then end turn. Let's move the... I think there's more guys over here. Yeah. Let's move the front line here, I guess.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Let's get
Ow. Hey. That's very rude.
I will leave footprints of scarlet. As on an offering of blood.
And is there anything else I could do with you for an attack? I could do this. That's gonna take a lot of my... Yeah.
I killing brings me no pleasure.
Right. What do we do now? Let's actually heal myself up, I guess.
Do you think my body was suffering?
Is that everything? Yeah, stay here. Dodge it. Okay. Abelard, move here.
Follow my lead.
Use
I
buff,
will do my duty.
endure.
At your beck and call.
And we have a charge attack maybe against this dude? Certainly. Come on.
Victory.
And we're gonna use shout. Do this.
Indeed.
And then stalwart defense. Okay. Right. I'm going to need to... What do I do now? I want to move you first into this bit of cover.
initiating spatial
Then
relocation.
move Mr. Skull Buff to here, maybe?
My creation, your assistance is required.
Right? And then we go Buffsies as many times as we need.
I'm relying on you. The machine spirits approve.
Air of Authority.
A valid argument.
A bunch of take aims.
Execute.
Do this. Bring it down to Idira,
A valid argument.
right? I want her to start channeling a couple of things first. Let's start by channeling this. And strength buff.
Was that you? Or
And now we can start setting fire to the enemy. Hopefully ones that we could see. Loof. Ah, damn it. That was a bit of a warp damage there. I thought we were supposed to be immune to those. That's a heroic lightning strike. Okay. Now let's go ahead and
on it.
do a couple of these.
That is not my destiny.
And as fun as it is to use a heroic lightning act, we are better off using it on something else. You know what? Let's just use the heroic act.
None will stand against me.
Yeah, we're good. Hi, Kefka. Unfortunately, Kefka... Oh, this is extra turnsies. But because of your range, I don't think I could shoot at anybody except for at long range. It's a 10er. 10%er.
Predictable downfall.
Okay, we managed to hit a 10%er. So this literally is XCOM, isn't it? Let's go. Can we see... Okay, that dude down here is done. Okay, we have a looky.
Thought.
Maybe... Exposey. And I could go hit him with one of these dismantling attacks. No?
I'm powerless to act.
Okay. Oh, maybe I could use this. Warp speed.
Not again.
Probably want to use... Can I use this on somebody? No. And who should I give extra turnsies to again? This actually heals the Tia Prima, but not needed. Okay, let's use the defend.
The machine spirits approve.
I don't think we can reach with this on an enemy over here, though. It's way too far now. No line of sight either. Okay, we do have kind of line of sight here, do we? Oh wait, is that everything? Oh, that actually ended my turn. Okay. Let's see if I could warp move myself.
by step I lead.
I wonder if this actually hits, though.
Maelstrom of madness.
Yeah, it did. What about here? Can you see this other dude? Well, it's a 41%er, so let's try.
Or a fool.
Ah, sorry. Well, Idira, can you see the dude you could set on fire? Because if you can, then that's... Yeah, no, we can't. All right. Please let me be able to see you.
Let's see what you can do.
Okay, that was the wrong button. Move the crow next to you first.
Quiet whispers. It's my toy, and I'm gonna control it myself.
Please. Be done. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of... Oh, health regained. Right. Can this reach you? Come on, come out here.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Who gets the extra turnsies? It's probably going to have to be Adira. Wait. What happened to my extra turnsies? Oh, damn it. I forgot that's taking too much. Yeah, okay, okay. Damn reinforcements. Wow. Okay. Alright, Kibella. Move.
I bring mercy and retribution. There is only death, yours or mine.
Trade. Do this. And then jump. Jump, jump. Nice. Switch weapons to this AoE attack.
As tribute to the undying emperor.
Oh. My goodness. Bloody, bloody, bloody gross and blood.
As honor ordains. The shadows reveal their secrets. Come, the other side awaits.
Okay. Is there anything else you could do from here?
As the tenants demand.
Why can't you disable this trap? Yes, you can.
Just as he
Okay.
ordained. as honor ordains.
Do you have more movement? No, you don't. Right. We need to move you over here, Abelard,
Tried and tested tactics
and
are the
use
best ones.
this. Then move you a bit further. And can you... Okay, let's use Endure first. Can you charge all the way here? No. What about there? No.
At your beck and call.
Guess the closest thing you could do is a taunting screen. AO gun, please move over here.
The servants of the Omnissiah
Move
will not
Tia. Where's Tia? Tia Maria over here.
assess and act, tech assistant.
And where can we heal? Or who can we heal? At range.
I have mastered the mending of flesh and metal.
House Orselio thanks you.
Right, let's get ahead. Started with a bunch of these. I'll use one of this. Followed by one of these. Okay. Then this.
I cannot comply.
And these.
Lucius, I'm relying on you.
This. Oh, that's going to stop me from using extra turnsies. Who's going to extra turnsies from here? Probably Adira. Or can we reach someone else with the extra turnsies? Can't reach Abelard with the extra turnsies, so it has to be Adira.
Astute observation.
Let's go. Floof.
What an unfortunate.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, but unfortunately, there's nothing else we could do. Can you grant the finest hour to Abelard? Yes, you can.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
So let's move you here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Bonk.
I took care of this one.
Charge. Charge.
At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
Nice. Let's use Reckless Rush to move you further.
My place is at the fore.
And then we'll bonk you again on the head.
I will do my duty.
Bonk you again on the head.
Big bump, you return.
That's everybody. Okay. And that's going to be it for today.
We
Yep.
are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Thanks for the autosave. We're going to quick save as well. And that was pretty cool for the battle. And I'm going to have to spend some time off camera setting up the dual streaming again to have it work. So setting up dual streaming, set up some new redeems, and after I'm done, I'm going to create some more content. But